This is my audience I brought today. So this is my cousin Jake, my uncle Mike, my aunt Dawn, my mom, my sister Kayla, and my dad. We always ask ourselves why the rate of teenagers with depression and anxiety are continuing to grow. I might have an explanation for you. This speech is about how social media is impacting teenagers today. In this speech, I'll be talking about what social media is and how teenagers are affected by it, and how we can lower the number of teens with depression and anxiety. So, what is considered social media? According to an article written by AAP News and Journal, any website that allows social interaction is considered social media. This includes Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube, and TikTok, to name a couple. Social media can be great for small businesses and products, but could become dangerous when we put our faces on it. Harvard University did a study between the years 2006 and 2012 on how teenagers have been giving out more information over the years on social media websites. In this graph, it shows the increase in photos of themselves, school names, city or towns where they live in, email addresses, and even cell phone numbers. We have to be careful on what we watch and look up on social media because we are constantly being tracked, watched, and measured, and we wouldn't even know it. So obviously there's problems with social media in general. This is why it's one of the top reasons that teenagers have depression and anxiety. According to the Social Dilemma documentary, it says that social media is a drug and makes us release dopamine. We constantly worry on how many likes we get, and the more we get, the more dopamine that is released. I know as a female looking at supermodels with thousands of likes, it can be easy to compare myself and lose self-worth, but we have to realize that they're not perfect either. According to John Haidt, the number of girls out of 100,000 that were admitted to a hospital because of self-harm due to social media was stable up until around 2011. The amount of girls between the ages 15 to 19 since 2009 admitted to a hospital went up 62%, and the amount of girls between the ages 10 to 14 had an increase of 189%. These numbers are astounding and need to be fixed, not to mention the suicidal rates. Girls between the ages 15 to 19 had an increase of 70% in suicidal rates. And girls between the ages 10 to 14 had an increase of 151% in suicidal rates. These numbers could also have something to do with cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a form of online behavior and a sequence of aggressive messages from a bully to a victim over a period of time with the intent on hurting the victim. According to a website explaining cyberbullying, 30% of people between the ages 12 and 17 have been bullied online, and 30% have been bullied more than once. So how can we stop the increase of numbers of depressed teens from social media? I think that one effective way would be not being able to comment on other posts. Although most people intend to rise someone up with their comment, there could potentially be a time that this is not the case. This would help prevent cyberbullying and increase self-worth in kids because they wouldn't have to worry about what other people think of their post. Another idea that I think is really important is to continue to educate people and teens, especially in how a mean comment could affect someone's life and thoughts about themselves. Educating others on how we can help others see their self-worth instead of tearing them down can help these numbers from rising. I also think that it is important to talk to someone if you are being bullied or not seeing your own self-worth. In a study, it showed that only 1 in 10 teen victims actually talked about it to someone. One more huge thing that we need to do as a community is to stand up for others that are being cyberbullied. Over half of people that see that someone else is being bullied don't take action by helping them. If we all work together and continue to encourage others, the numbers of depressed teens may change, but it all starts by saying something. Today I talked about what social media is and how it impacts teens today. I hope you learned a little bit more on how we can stop the increase of depressed teens because of social media. Thank you for listening. This is my audience one last time.